How's it going, guys? Now I'm here with another what I sold on eBay this last week. This week is ridiculous. There's so many items I sold. Christmas time, everyone's getting presents and things, so let's just jump into it. First things first, copy of Lego Star Wars. I picked this up for $5 at a pawn shop, so made like $1 on it. Not a great sale, but good to get rid of it. It kept getting lowball offers, so I'm glad it sold for what I was asking for. So this copy of Bratz Diamonds on GameCube. This I got in auction lot. It was GameCube with a bunch of games. Sold a couple of those I think already. One's in my collection. And yeah, the GameCube I still need cables for to sell. Also 2 controllers. I sold one of the controllers. So this Nerf Mod of the Strife. I got 2 of these at a thrift store for $1 each. Both of them. One sold for like 15. This one sold for 17, I think. A little under my asking price, but definitely still making great money. So this Netgear router. Actually, was my personal router. Had it for 3 or 4 years now, and all of a sudden it was doing a firmware update, and then it uses your PC to do that, and my PC shut off due to power outage or something, and since it was halfway through the firmware update, it kind of bricked itself. So I had to get a new router, got a better one, and figured, I'll just sell this for parts. And sold for 25 bucks, so got 15 back from it, Definitely got my money's worth from it, so didn't need to make money, but happy someone took it. They might be able to fix the firmware thing and then sell for more. Happy for them. So this disc copy of Asura's Wrath, this was at a thrift store. Sorry, no, pawn shop. $5 a games. I got a bunch of the disc-based ones. Like someone traded a whole a sleeve of disc-based games, so there's a whole bunch of loose ones. I asked them to lower the price since they're disc only instead of in a case, and he did. So I got I think it was $4 into them instead of $5. Helps make that profit a bit better. I sold for $14.99. So this copy of Fallout New Vegas, this I got at the pawn shop. It's doing half off, so would be $5, but cost $2.50. Sold for $12. Not great profit, but I'm finding I was thinking these weren't great deals, but these turning $2 into $7 constantly is kind of steamrolling now with the holiday season. So it actually is good money constantly flipping. So it's worth it right now. Probably in January it'll have to slow down on those purchases. So this copy of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I would have kept this if it was complete, but I just didn't feel like getting the case. Sold for, I think, asking price $36.99. This was from a DS auction lot on the local auction site, so I think it was $80 into the lot, and this selling and Heart Gold selling basically made my money back, and there's a whole bunch of other ones too, so pretty good flip. So this copy of Ocarina of Time, I'm running a 10% off sale right now too, just helping the sales, just because going on vacation and want to get as much income as possible before it. This I had sitting around for a while. I picked up this at the pawn shop for $5. Last time I did it, it sold the day I posted it. This one sat around for a while, but finally sold. Good little price. So this copy of Family Game Night 2, this I got at Goodwill, I think, for $1.50 on Black Friday. I got 2 copies of it. Sold the other one immediately. This one sat around for a bit, but finally sold. Decent little profit. So this copy of LA Noire. I think this was also from Goodwill for $1.50 or a thrift store for $2. I was very cheaply into it. I barely made money. I made $1 only, so not a great one. The complete edition of LA Noire can be worth it to flip if you get it cheap enough. The base one doesn't seem to be worth it as far as the 360 PS3 copies go. Sold this copy of Super Mario Advance 4. This I also had sitting around for a while. I was $5 into it, sold for $76 plus shipping, so it was worth it, but yeah, not a huge profit on it. Sold a disc only copy of Ghostbusters video game on PS3. It's just on that same pawn shop, so $4 into it, made $11 after facing shipping, made a couple bucks. So this four or three port component video splitter. I got this on Amazon for my own personal streams back when I was streaming Smash and GameCube a lot more. Now I have the HDMI adapter and some other stuff where I don't need this, so it's sitting in a drawer for a while. Decided to try to sell it. Apparently the third output wasn't working, the buyer said, so he's asking to return it. I just refunded him. I didn't want to deal with it, so didn't really actually sell it. But didn't lose anything either, because it's something I personally had that I got my money's worth out of and then just didn't need it anymore. So this Black & Decker auto tape, brand new. This was at the same thrift store. This is when I got the complete in-box DS's and 3DS's. This is priced at $7.50 and it sold for $49, I think, yeah. So it was a good profit off that. I sold this lot of DS games. This I picked up in a lot a while ago. This is how I'm going to try to do these big bundles, is sell off the games that are worth it individually, and if not, just lot them up and sell them. So this I had sitting for a while, but it finally sold, so it's good, I could technically get more if I priced every game individually, but it's just not worth it for the time, and especially because my storage space is actually pretty small. It's technically our guest bedroom, so it's not a great place to store inventory. So I don't want to have things just pile up everywhere. Yes, it's DS games, but I'd rather just move them in one lot at a time. I sold 3 copies, actually, of RBI Baseball 19. These I found on Walmart clearance for $10 each. 2 of them sold for $30, 1 sold for I think $25. So I'm gonna try to do that more. That flip worked pretty well. Just it's one of those you gotta get on really fast, because if it's on clearance at like your Walmart, it's on clearance at probably a lot of Walmarts, I think. So gonna have to check them out. So yeah, I was originally gonna get these for Amazon inventory, but I was like, I just need money now. I'm not gonna have enough to send in an Amazon FBA lot before I leave, and by the time I get back, they might not be worth it. So sold them now. Pretty good flip off those. And so this disc-based copy of Ninja Gaiden 3. This one was another one that was in that pawn shop. I had a couple offers on this, people trying to lowball me, but then finally someone just swooped in and bought it at asking price. I think I sold this before the sale, but anyways, a good flip. I sold this Samsung remote. This was part of the free bundle I got at the thrift store. Basically, every $50 you spend, you get a $5 gift card. I was buying a game for $350. A game for $350 and no, $175. This game for $175, and it's like I could use this, but then the other $375 just disappears if I don't use it. So I just grabbed anything that's worth a little something on eBay because I had no product cost into it. So I turned $0 technically into $8.99, $8.09, whichever one of those. Not bad. I sold this Thermacell mosquito repellent. This I found at Goodwill for $1. Brand new. Not exactly sure what it's for, but sold it for I think $18.99 actually before the sale. So $1 into that, pretty good flip. And this copy of Cyber Sled. This was in an eBay auction that was with an Atlas game that I was adding to my personal collection, and I kept offering the guy about, like, the starting bid was $29.99, which was a good price for the 2 long box PS1 games, but I kept making him offers of $35 or $36. He was countering at $40. I finally just bid on a starting auction bid of $29.99, and no one else bid on it, so I got it for cheaper than I was asking for. So that was good, and I sold this off too because I didn't really want the game, didn't really interest me, so made my collection edition even cheaper. So let's copy Gravity Rush Vita loose. This I got in a bad buy from pawn shop. I was doing 40% off everything. I had a really good day that day and bought a whole bunch of stuff at really good deals. So I came in there thinking I'd do the same, and I just kind of was impatient and chose poorly. because they actually look up all their games aren't flat rates. They look up every game on eBay and try to price it accordingly. So, if I buy the game at eBay price 40% off, that's still pretty low room to make money selling it on eBay. So that was dumb of me. This buyer actually hasn't paid yet, so I haven't shipped it off. I'm leaving in 2 days, so if they don't pay soon, it's just not going to get to them. So this copy of Metroid Prime on GameCube. This is a big lot of GameCube games I bought. I'm only like 30% of the way through it. It's a pretty good price. I only paid $100 for a lot, so a lot of the games are only worth like $5. Good amount of them were 15, like Metroid, and then some were worth, like, one of them was worth 30, so I'll make the money back eventually. It's just going to take some time, and I'm kind of crunched for that right now before vacation. I sold this on CD player. This I got Goodwill for, I think, $1.50. It was half price day on the sticker, or it's Black Friday, one of the two. The buyer kind of just like messaged me as soon as he bought it, saying ship ASP, which I assuming he meant ship ASAP, which kind of a little rude. I don't know why you're in such desperate need of a CD player, but I mean, I ship the next day unless it's Saturday, because the next day is Sunday, so I shipped it fairly fast. So this Nikon MH63 battery charger. This I got, I think I have two of these. One I got for free in that lot. That might have been this one. And then the one I think I paid like 50 cents for. I sold for $2.69 plus shipping. Not a huge profit, but it is pretty small, so it's taking up a ton of the storage space I have, and turning 50 cents into $2. That's pretty good margin. It's just not big dollars, but it's kind of where my business is at right now. I sold this Star Wars Trilogy book. This I got at a thrift store on its half price day, so I think this was $1 or $2 maybe. Not a great flip. I thought, Star Wars is going to be worth money. That's not the case with everything. It eventually did sell for money, but it took time. So this copy of Monster 4x4 3D. This I got for $3 at a pawn shop during their Black Friday sale, so I think it's still going on. I want to go to more, but it's kind of out of the way. It's like a 40-minute drive from my house, and there's so many things closer that I keep checking more frequently. But $3 into 10, not bad. So this copy of Call of Duty Finest Hour. This I also got at Black Friday on Goodwill. Not the biggest flip. It was like $1.15 to $7.99, I think. Its profit wasn't a lot, but it was worth it in the end. I sold this Looney Tunes Tasmanian Devil. This I think I made an offer of. No, actually, I've had this forever. This is like when I first started getting into reselling. I saw it was a pretty old Disney toy. It was like 1986 or something like that. It was a little older toy. Wasn't in terrible condition. I thought maybe it'd sell. They sat around for so long, but it's sold. It's gone. I made money off it. I'm happy. And so this copy of Ben 10 Omniverse for Wii U. This was a $5 pawn shop pickup. Eventually made money. It took a while. I had so many people lowballing me on this, all the time. They'd make an offer, I'd counter a little bit below what I was asking, and they just wouldn't reply, and it just finally sold for what I was asking for. But man, there's so many lowball offers. And so this copy of Guitar Hero 3 on Wii. I learned that Guitar Hero 3 on the newer systems kind of sell okay, and this one did. I bought it for $5, sold for $7.19 plus shipping, so it was money made. It sat around for a while. There's a bunch of these at that pawn shop that was doing the half off sale, but I didn't go back and pick them up because this one took forever to sell. So I was like, maybe I won't buy them. So this copy of Mega Man Battle Network 2. This was an eBay lot. It was this and the copy of Riveria and some other Mega Man games. I won the auction at its asking price, which was a good chunk below what they're worth, but it is taking a while to sell, so I have a decent bit of money timed up into this lot. But sold this one was like the biggest one. This sold for $26.99. I know that sold before the sale. I sold this pocket slot brand new. I can't remember where I bought this, either Goodwill or at one of the Four Corners thrift stores. But I was only like $2 into it, I think. Sold for $6.07 plus shipping. Decent flip. It sat for a while, but it moved finally. I sold 2 of these HP 9032 XL printer inks, which, good lord, this is the worst packing design I've ever seen for a package. Like, look how big the cartridges are. Look how much junk is just like attached and not used. Like, why would you package your ink this way? But I was actually in $24.99 for these. Sold both to the same person for $20 each. I bought them for only $4.50 each, so it's still a pretty good flip, and it went fast. So not bad sale. Sold this copy of Juiced on Xbox. This I got at a thrift store for $3 for $4.95 plus shipping. Not a great flip, pretty low profit, but tiny profit nonetheless. I sold this Sticky Buddy, which I bought this because there's a channel my fiance showed me called Djibouti Dubs on YouTube, and he had one about the Sticky Buddy that I liked the video a lot. This is only $2 at Goodwill, so I figured it might sell for some money, and it did. It sold for $11.69, so not a huge flip, but it was more for the gag anyways. But yeah, this is not, it wasn't brand new. It was I guess complete in box. I use video game terms for everything, but yeah, nice flip eventually. So this copy of Need for Speed Underground 2. This is the same part of that big GameCube lot I have. So I think the price of each game was about $2.50 if I did my math right. So turn $2.50 into $10, which is good. Like, it's gonna be those that make my money back a little bit, or it's gonna be like the couple big games that sell will make my money back, and all these will be profits. But it's good to get some of these selling now. I sold this Canon battery charger. This was also for free at the thrift store, part of that free $5 gift card. It has this huge melt in it, so I think I listed that it may not work because that looks weird. Sold this for $5.50, I think. Person asked, like, kind of posted with like a sob story, but I was like, I just wanted it sold, so I didn't care. I sold it to him. So this could be a siphon filter on PlayStation 1, which I know the siphon filters on PS2 are dirt cheap, so I thought this would also be the case, but it sold for $8.99, not bad price. This, or $8.09. This I got for $1 at that pawn shop that was closing down a while ago. What's one of my last games from that? I have a couple more, but happy to sell that. Super Mario 3D World. This I got from a pretty good lot. I'll talk about more later, but it was a couple games priced for $60, and I jumped on it immediately. I bought it, like, he had best offer. I just bought it at $60 immediately because of the game. This sold for $14.99. I kept one of the games, and then it was actually a lot of 4. One of the games he didn't have, so he refunded me some. So I was like, that's fine. I'll talk about it now, actually. It's this copy Godzilla on PS4. This sold for $125 is what ended up selling at. Someone offered me, making some offers on it. This game's worth about $140, $145. This case had some minor damage on it though, and it didn't have any manual if it did come with it, so I did price down a little bit. But yeah, this is why I bought the lot immediately, because this doubled my money on the lot instantly, so the Super Mario was instant profit. So I was happy with this. Yeah, still kind of in shock that I found that. I was debating about keeping it, but I didn't care about this game. I didn't need to keep it, so rather make, I turned 60 into 120. Actually, yeah, I pretty much sold my money, so that's a bit more worth it. I sold this Nighthawk carbon monoxide detector. This I got Goodwill for $5, sold for $20. I originally bought this to send it to Amazon, but I bought this before I knew about sales rank, and the sales rank was really high in it, so got rid of that. And yeah, I just sold on eBay for decent money. I saw these Alpine speakers. I'm not exactly sure what it is. This is just from that Belgrade local auction site. They sold a lot of like a couple Wii games and then a whole bunch of garbage, like literal just random knickknacks and things. Like I found 3 pennies in it. It's a whole bunch of like old bottles. I just don't know what it was, but the Wii games themselves made it a lot worth it to buy and make money off of. And then I just kind of dug through it, saw like maybe see if things sell here and there in the lot. This is one that I was like, okay, this actually sells for a bit of money, so it's just extra profit at that point. So I figured post it for a while. If it doesn't sell, toss it. Nothing lost. But I got something gained, so that's good. I sold this loose copy of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This was actually inside the GameCube of the GameCube lot I got at that same auction site. So, yeah, happy with that. It's a pretty expensive game, sold for $40. I sent it into Double Jump to actually get resurfaced, and I sent it back, thankfully, so I got that sold before, got that sold before vacation. That was nice. So this copy of Kid Icarus Uprising, also from the DS, 3DS lot from that same auction site, so good chunk of money into that. I was like $2 in each game, so that one sold for 20. Good profit. So let's copy Tony Hawk's American Wasteland from that same big GameCube lot, so good little money. Same with 13, also from that same GameCube lot. I sold 2 Fitbits this week, so funny story. I think if you've seen my other what I sold videos, you know part of this, but I found a brand new Fitbit 1 at Goodwill for $5, and it's sold. They are selling all the time on eBay for $100, $125. So I bought that and sold it for that much. Problem is they have battery problems all the time. So whoever bought it tried to use it and it didn't hold a charge. They asked for a return, which I was like, oh man, sucks because like I had this money, but now it's gone. But then I decided to do, I guess something you might call it. I don't know. I still feel good about it because it was brand new. So I got back, I sold that one for parts. I contacted Fitbit before that though and told them I got this brand new Fitbit 1 that's not holding a charge to see if I can get one that is working. They don't make the Fitbit 1 anymore, but they did have this Fitbit Inspire they said they'd send me. So I was like, okay, great, I'll get that and sell it. They sent me a box with some accessories, but not actually the Fitbit. So I contacted them again. Apparently the Fitbit was just delayed, but they still sent me another one. So this one was just like the band and the Fitbit, no charger or anything, but sold that for $50. Oh, there's the other copy of Family Game Night too. I guess I sold them both this week. I thought I sold the other one a lot earlier, but I guess I sold both within this week. That's right, yeah. Pac-Man versus and Pac-Man World 2 bundle in that same GameCube lot, so good sale. Mega Man Battle Network 5 Team Colonel. There's way too many Mega Man games on Game Boy Advance. Good lord. This was, yeah, from that same, I guess, $50 Game Boy Advance Mega Man lot, because 90% of the games are Mega Man ones, and then there's that random Atlas one. So this copy of Darksiders 2 still sealed. This was from Retro Game Treasure. It's a game I didn't want, so I tried to sell on eBay. Only sold for like $6. Only like got $2 back from it. Not great, but I didn't want it sitting around. Rather get some money from it. I sold this Sony DVD VHS players. These are worth good money, and this one sat for so long. This is again one of my first buys for selling on eBay. I didn't realize how expensive shipping was for things or how to price them accurately, but it finally sold with this sale. So it's only $5 into this, and I sold for 20 plus a good amount in shipping, and I was actually able to ship it at a cheaper rate, so I made a bit more, which some would say should refund the shipping in that case, which I probably should, but I don't know. Like the person paid, obviously, so they're fine with the price of it. This one I tested, it fully worked. Funny, I actually bought this and never fully tested it, and then when I saw it sold, I'm like, I should actually make sure this thing works. So, because before I didn't have a CRT or the cables to do it, but I bought those, or I got my CRT set up and then bought the cables. It worked fine, so happy to sell that. So this copy of Mario Kart Wii. This is from a pawn shop that they're doing a December sale. They're doing $2 on all PS3 and 360 games, so it's advertised as they have a lot of, but they have some Wii games as well. And this one had a price tag on it for $30, so I thought, okay, it's not gonna be included in this bundle. But I grabbed a big stack of games that were worth it at the price. Sent them down. I said like, hey, is this price tag like? Are you sure on this price? And the guy's like, no, that one's $2 as well. So definitely worth it. Mario Kart Wii for $2 has been what you sell for. It's gonna sell for good profit. I actually think I took an offer for 23 on this. The Sims 3 for Xbox 360 from that same pawn shop, $2. Not a great flip, but got some money out of it. Dead Space 2. This came from the pawn shop that was closing, so there's only $1 into it. I only made didn't make very much off of it, but made a little something off of it. Left 4 Dead 2. This I got at the pawn shop that's doing half price and everything, so it's $250 per game. $250 and 11. Good flip. So let's copy Super Mario World. I have 2 of these I've had forever. This I got for $250 at a pawn shop. That's the same one that's doing the $2 sale now. But yeah, I think this one was sold at $8.99. Yeah, this one sold for $8.99. But you know, it was $250 and $8.99 plus shipping, worth it. So this J-Star versus Plus. This is apparently a Japanese, or it's a Japan exclusive, or it's not. It was not released in the U.S. I finally realized that because I talked to someone. I was like, hey, there's no rating on it, you know. So this was a Japan exclusive, I guess, but the Vita is region free, so it does work in US Vitas, I believe. I'm not firm on this. The Vita's still kind of foreign to me, but this I got at that same pawn shop with my bad buy of, I was like, oh, everything's 40% off, I'll make good margins. Like, no, I didn't. I made I'm making like a dollar or two off each item I sell, which means I have a lot of money tied up. I'm not gonna get a lot back from. It's not a great sale, but I'm glad it's gone. This is the most expensive one, so that's a good chunk of money back from that. I sold Metal Gear Solid the Legacy Collection. This I took an offer on for $25. This is also $2 I bought. I didn't realize that this was worth quite a bit on PS3, so I was happy to find that. The discs looked mint, tested fine, so I sold that and this copy of GTA 4 to the same buyer, so I was able to save on shipping quite a bit. Like, the way pricing and shipping works is my typical average is about $3 for PS3 games, but these two together was only like $4, so I ended up making each of them actually $2 to ship, so saved $1 on that. But this I got, I think, for $5 at the pawn shop. This one wasn't a good flip, but still made a little money off it, a little bit more thanks to the reduced shipping cost. Harry Potter Quiz World Cup. This is from that same big GameCube lot. This one's actually one of the cheapest games from it, so if I look at the product cost of it being like $3.50, it's lost money, but I kind of have wiggle room because a lot of them are selling for a lot more, so I kind of just say, okay, this one was only a product cost of $1 and made the other one's product cost go up, so still making money in the lot. This is the other Fitbit. This one sold for $60. This one had the charger with it and the clip accessory. I swear I added pictures of the clip with it. I guess I didn't. I meant to do that, and I guess I didn't. I said I had I know I edited this. I'm worried now. Did I edit the wrong one and sell it? I'm gonna have to double check this, but Yeah. This is supposed to have a picture of the actual wristband strap with it, and I swear I edited the listing description to say that, and this one doesn't have it, so I'm a little worried now, but should be fine. I sold this sealed copy of Rugby '08. This I got in a lot on Macari with. This had an Alice game that I wanted for my personal collection, and Rugby '08 is kind of one of those sports games that's worth a little something. So I think it's the last rugby game on PlayStation 2, I think, or just one of the last rugby games that we got over here in the US. But I had to get a refund for part of it from the buyer because the items were damaged in shipping. It did not have this big hole in it, and it's like clearly water damage. Some water got into the seal, so couldn't sell for as much as I wanted to, but still sold for $15, which for a sports game, I mean, factory sealed, like I said, kind of makes sense, but made some money back from it. There's another little retail arbitrage, I guess is the word. At Target, there's half off bins for some games they threw in, and these Yokai Watch 2s were in there for $20. I sold one for $35, took an offer, and then this other one sold for my asking price. So making about $7 to $10 profit after these sell, so turning 20 into 30. Not great margins, but I've already made my money back and I have another sealed copy to sell, so that's pretty good. And finally, I sold this Rocketfish Wii component cable. This I got for $1 at a thrift store a while ago. I figured, hey, it's gonna be worth a little something. It did not sell for $5.99. I sold it for $2.99 because I just wanted to get some money back from it and get rid of it. So, still made some money, but not a huge profit. And that is everything. Good Lord, a tired man from talking. I'm gonna try to get this edited and up before I go on vacation. It's gonna be tough, but I can't edit it now. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work tomorrow, but I'm hopefully wake up early tomorrow, get this edited and uploaded for you guys. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.